Now, this is exactly why you should never jump on the bandwagon, और जैसे हिंदी में कहेंगे भेड़ चाल में नहीं चलना चाहिए कभी भी. So, after Jawan, after Pathan, after Animal, after Gadar 2, all coming out in the same year, Leo coming out in that very year, and a lot of other films that came out in 2023, a lot of production houses went into production with big budgeted films. They increased the budget even more. They were like, let's bank on franchise value, let's bank on the hype, and let's all go crazy with, you know what I mean? Like just high budgeted films. But did you actually notice that all the films that have sort of garnered some kind of either critical acclaim or both, like a commercial success as well, have sort of been breakout hits? महाअवतार नरसिम्हा जो एनिमेटेड फिल्म आई थी, वो ट्रेलर देख के ही मुझे लग गया था कि यार दिस फिल्म इज गोइंग टू बी अ बिग बिग हिट. मतलब एक छोटे से बजट में एक एनिमेटेड फिल्म को बनाना एंड देन उसको इस तरीके से, मतलब आई थिंक दे जस्ट डिड समथिंग very obvious but at the same time very amazing, because animated films in India have almost vanished. You know what I'm saying? And animation in itself from India has seemingly vanished. But the thing is, there's actually a big audience for animation in India. And it's mostly the new audience. It's actually two kinds of audiences. Audiences who have grown up with a lot of animation, who used to watch a lot of mythological and cultural histories, animated films and shows, and the new generation who's very much into anime and all this stuff. So there is a lot of potential there, but these production houses were not able to tap into it. अब जरूर करेंगे. अब आप देखना अगले कुछ सालों में, in the next like 3-4 years, there's going to be so many animated films based on cultural history, because it's all a trend. That's it. Everything is a trend. All these high budgeted films went into production thinking that we're going to be able to bank on the successes of 2023. And look, the times have changed. Audience you can never predict, because the audience does not actually know what they want. This is the thing. You can only map out based on calculations from previous films, from all the stuff, what a formula should look like. And that's what films like Coolie and War 2 and Houseful 5 are like. They are projects. Projects based on the fact that this is what has been successful in the past on a big scale. So this is the safer thing to do. Sayyara is not a safer project as is War 2. Similarly, Mahavatar Narsimha would have been a sort of riskier project in comparison to something like Coolie, just casting a big star and a lot of other big stars from all the other industries and creating a big budget, hype, simple action revenge drama film. Houseful 5 भी एक project है. सितारे ज़मीन पर is not. सितारे ज़मीन पर, despite the fact that it is a frame-to-frame remake and all that stuff, it's at least a different kind of film. अब audiences के taste नहीं बदलते हैं, because the audiences don't know what they want. You know what I mean? I know I said it before, but what I'm trying to say is the audiences do not know what they actually want to watch. And that's the thing. Big budget movies, big budget lag nahi rahi hai. Very true. Not good VFX, no story, no good songs. I mean, mid-budget movies में story अच्छी हो रही है या गाने? Exactly. Either the songs are good or the story is all right. At least it's something that you can go out of your way to watch in the theater. Unlike these big budget films that don't have good songs, that don't have any, like, all it is basically hype. And like Stephen King said, कि hype जो है वो बस, उन्होंने obviously English में कहा था, I can't remember the exact quote, but I'm paraphrasing, which is that कि everything sort of goes down after the hype. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. It's just hype. It's, it's imaginary. And the reality is different. So yeah, the industry has been interesting this year.